Hello, and good day to everyone out there watching in our stream today. Thank you for tuning in. This is going to be a blast. We're going to crush, as my co-producers have joined me in saying, we're going to crush this challenge today with challenge number 3 in our XD Daily Creative Challenge this week. It's Thursday, I'm feeling good. I want to hear how everyone else is feeling. How are you feeling? I want to hear that energy come through in the chat. I can't see you, but I can see your words. So put all the passion and emojis that you can to describe how you're feeling into that. Hello, Cindy, Lance, Robin, Lena. It's really awesome to see you all. So I'll introduce myself. I'm Sam Anderson. I'm a designer on the Adobe XD team here at Adobe, streaming from San Francisco. I'd love to hear where all of you are from. Yeah, we're hopping right in. Up here I have it's a little plug for my Twitter. I'm always tweeting about design stuff. Sam.design. Good place to go if you want to learn about what it's like to design with a design tool. The XD team designs XD in XD every day, which is it's kind of meta, so you can learn more about that. Anyway, here we are. This is the homepage for our creative challenge. Some of you already know this, but for those that are new, this is behance.net/challenge/XD, and there's this gorgeous blue button right in the middle where you can click that, and you'll learn about how we can notify you, and you'll be notified of each challenge each day. Look, we have 3 unlocked challenges at this point. We have people coming in from Canada, South Carolina, and Dallas. Okay, from South Carolina, now in Dallas. It's great to see. Hello, William, Lucio, Joe. Nice to see you all. Kevin, hey, thank you everyone for tuning in. So this is our challenge for today. It's Thursday. That's where you can download our starter file. So make sure you go to our Behance page. On here, you can also get a link onto our Discord community chat. Let's look at that real quick. This is Discord community chat. Boom. In here, we're talking about UX design. We're talking about the current challenge, anything and everything that you might want to learn about design, you can talk about here. And this channel in particular is going to be our home base for this challenge. And this is really where, look at all of this. People have been sharing their designs from the previous 2 days, giving and receiving just absolutely stellar feedback. Thanks everyone saying where you're from. It's really awesome to see. India, Florida, that's stellar. So look at this. Look at this. People are creating stuff. So yesterday we had this idea for an app that talks about endangered species, and we're using real data. We're pulling in real data from Wikipedia, real images, no filler text on these ones. And honestly, these are looking stellar. And I'm going to hop back in here and give people more feedback on these. So feel free to still submit your designs for yesterday with the Endangered Species app. Definitely don't be afraid to do that after that day in itself is passed. You can still share back. Today we're hopping into a new channel. Look at all these. Sorry, I'm so distracted. These are just, look at them. I think you could just like spend hours on here just browsing and give feedback. You know, that's how we get better as designers. Any feedback is helpful in that situation. Look, people have some videos. They've uploaded prototype links for their endangered species apps. This is awesome to see. And so, you know, we can be a fun, collaborative community. Oh, I love this one. Claire Bear made a really great one. I have it up here. Look at this auto-animate when you click on it. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Pretty neat, right? Awesome. Okay. Let's see, where were we? Oh, Discord, yeah. Yeah, so be sure to hop into current-challenge. That's where you'll share your work for today. Today, we have a new challenge. We're on number 3 here. And so if you've downloaded that starter kit, you'll open it up and you'll see something like this. We're designing a radio app or some sort of audio app. You can take it in whatever direction you'd like. We're specifically thinking about the first-time user experience. That is, when someone downloads this app, what are they going to see, and how is the design of the app going to help them become a successful user in the app? Oftentimes we'll design these fun experiences and we'll think about that full feature set, but how does it actually help them get to that point, right? I think there's actually a lot of thinking you need to add in terms of just getting people on the same page as you with how to use the features and how to use it. So we're going to use animations to lead people in the right direction, to help slowly just onboard them into what the app does. So we're leading people in the right direction with animations. We're using a feature called Auto-animate in Adobe XD, which is really fun and simple, easy to learn. I'll show you how that works. And some people are advanced users and they kind of just skip. We've all been at that point where we just skip the onboarding. We've all been there. We want to make sure we have that capability as well. Some resources for you to look at here. These are fun. This guy tears down the onboarding of all these popular services, useronboard.com. It's a great one, as well as some other articles to look at. I've provided a foundation app here, and this is so that you don't actually need to worry as much about the app as you do about the onboarding, because that's what this is all about. So feel free to mess with this and turn it into your own, but think of it as a structure where we have an app, we have a list of stations that a listener can add to their favorite stations perhaps, and they can open it. Perhaps they have some audio controls. I just made these. These aren't in the starter file, but they're easy to make, so you can make those as well. And so we want to one by one show each of these new features. And so I was thinking we could start with an intro animation, like a startup animation, also called a splash screen for some people, to start this app up when you open it. And so I was thinking we could do something like this, where something dissolves in and floats up. And I'll show you how we can make something simple like that in XD first. So basically how Auto-animate works, and this would just show right as soon as you launch the app. How that works is that it animates objects on two artboards. As long as they're the same objects on both artboards, it animates between them. So on this artboard, if I hide this actually, we have all of those letters spaced out, and we're just moving them up on the second artboard. And so with that black rectangle gone now, we can see that all it's really doing is that. And I added that black rectangle just to mask it off. So that's all it's doing. That's called tweening between two different artboards. And we use Auto-animate in XD to do that. So what I did, I'll replicate this for you, so we can really just step by step understand what's going on. And I'll move a little bit over here so we can understand. I'll start from scratch. So I'll type out the name of our app, radio app, and feel free to get more creative than this name. Obviously, I didn't go too wild in my branding for this one. You can give it a fun logo, and really just kind of take it in whatever direction you want. But I'm just doing text with this. Let's do maybe just white, maybe bolder. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And I'm turning it into outlines so I can animate each individual letter. And so there's a shortcut for that, Command 8, or you can, let's see, it's also, it's one of these options up here. I don't know, but the shortcut's Command 8. And what you do when you have a text object selected and you do that is it turns it into a path. And that means you can't edit this text anymore. But what we can do is manipulate it like crazy. But before we do that, we're going to duplicate it. That's Command D to duplicate the artboard when you have it selected, because we want our start position and our end position, and we want this to be our end position. And so we're duplicating it because that's where we actually want to end. And then on this first one, we're actually going to move these all down a handful of notches. I'm holding Shift and then doing the down arrow key to move by 10, increments of 10. And then with each one in here, I'm going to select all the different points of each letter, and I'm moving them down, I'm staggering them. This way, when XD says, oh, let's find all of the common points between these two artboards, like it's actually moving some letters and they move in sooner than other letters, which is just a neat effect if you saw that when I was showing it earlier. Let's just move these up a little bit. And so it's this nice little like staggered effect. I think it looks nice. And we'll move this one all the way down. And then we'll add a wire. So let's add a wire from this artboard to this, and that's like our concrete, that's our cement that's like bringing these two artboards together. And for our trigger, we could do tap or time. Since it's a startup animation, I'm thinking that we'll just do a timed animation, maybe with just a short delay, like 0.5 seconds, and a duration of maybe 0.6 seconds or so. What's key here is that we change the action to auto-animate. That's what's going to tell it to look for those common elements and tween between them. And let's look at what that looks like so far. Whoa! And it does it by itself. I didn't have to tap or anything. Pretty fun, right? Okay. And so now all we have to do is actually just add a black rectangle to cover this up, because we actually don't really want to see this before it's ready. It's not ready yet. The logo isn't in its pure form. So we're going to hide it and just probably like line up the bottom of this to the bottom of the logo. And remember what I said about these, it animates between artboards. So we'll paste this onto the other one as well, because if it's not on both artboards, it will dissolve. It'll just disappear. So now that it's on both, whoa. I think you all will have such a blast with this, and I want you to take it further. Don't just do the same thing I did. This is just, that took me 3 minutes to do. You can make a more intricate logo, really have a lot of fun with it. But basically, after our intro animation, this is where the real onboarding starts. And so I think we should start simple. We want to get to this point where they have all these stations to choose from, but we're really not there yet. So I'm just doing some crazy, I'm just deleting everything. Let's delete that too. And so we really want to just welcome them. Actually, we're gonna delete that too. We're starting blank. I'm just tearing apart my own design here. But we probably want some sort of message like, welcome to Radio App. Let's turn this into a text box with that little icon there. Make it smaller. 30, that looks good. Make it centered and make it bigger. You can even put a little graphic in here to onboard them a little further. But basically, we're going to tell them that the first thing they want to do is look for a station. Let's start by adding a station. You can also have fun with how you do this wording. This is a little heavy in terms of the boldness. Let's turn that one up though, because it's the title. Make this a little smaller. Let's do 26. Maybe that'll fit on one line. Yeah, look at that. And so we'll go from this one to this one automatically. Time transition, 0.5 seconds. That looks good. And we'll actually, remember, if we're copying from the previous artboard, we can animate really easily just by moving this one down, putting that at 0% opacity, and then look what happens. Boom, and then that comes up. Kind of nice. It's kind of slick. But of course, we don't want just the text. We want to show them some stations that they can add as well. So welcome to Radio App. Let's start by adding a station. We're working our way towards this design where they have multiple stations. And so maybe down below here, we have the name of different stations perhaps, and they can add them one by one. And this will be like genres of music perhaps, so like alternative. I'd love to hear what are your favorite genres of music, so I can add them, and we can make a little fun like chat influence design here. Sorry if I'm not able to keep up with everything that's happening in the chat. There's a lot of things to focus on here. So okay, and we'll do like a little like button type things. So alternative will be then 1. Basically, once they hit one of these categories, something will populate. Like one of these will populate. This is a station. One of these will populate in our design. Indie alternative. Yes, Felipa, great genre. That is my jam right there. My playlist on Spotify is called Sam's Jams. FYI. Let's do indie. I'm feeling like an indie color is like yellow. Are you feeling that too? I'm feeling that. And we can add lots of genres in here. Boom. Let's maybe not yellow, maybe like orange, because yellow is hard to read with white text on top of it. And we can do Adobe FM. That's a great name for the app. We can start our own radio station. Okay, chill hop. Okay, let's add chill hop. That's definitely like a red feeling. Chill hop. Autocorrect wants to spell it differently. There we go. Chill hop, courtesy of Tim. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, that's definitely chill. No, chill hop is like a more subtle color, right? That's kind of like a purple, maybe. Okay, and we'll add some other ones. One more. Let's do one more. Listen to Sam's Jams in your jammies. I love that. Definitely. That's happened before for sure. Trance. Okay, we'll add trance. Okay. You know, you can go wild. When you make your own design, I imagine you could add a lot more than what I have here. But this is just so you get the idea. Trance is green, right? Or teal. Kind of like that, right? That makes sense. And so the idea here is that we're giving them one thing to do when they open this app for the first time, and they can choose one of these. And let's say they choose alternative, because I'm biased towards my favorite genre. And then perhaps that disappears, but actually, so let's bring back that text. Well, let's move it all down. I'm going to take this first element up here, right? It's going to come up. Maybe we even get our title bar as well. So we're slowly introducing more interface elements here. And I'm running out of time, but I'm sure you can imagine what's next. So let's get rid of alternative, have indie, come up here, and we can actually, so we're also going to give them the option to add more stations. And so let's prototype this button to this page. Boom. This one comes in. Let's have it kind of like swoop down. So we'll add it to that previous artboard. Sorry, I'm going fast, but we don't have much time, and I think you'll get the hang of this. You can always replay this later. So now, let's look at it. Let's preview. Boom. Let's hit alternative. Whoa, and then that station comes in. And then they can add more, right? They can add more if they want by adding continuous buttons. And the idea is here, they're building a list. And then when they're done fully onboarding, they can use the plus button, which is like the normal way after you're done onboarding, to add more stations here. And then we can get even more creative. So this is kind of like the player view. So when you're actually listening, this is kind of like the important step. When you're actually opening a station, this is really basic, but I have it such that when you go from here, let's say you want to start listening from here to here, these group names are the same so that they will auto-animate between each other. So this rectangle actually turns into a circle. And you could put album art in there, and it could be really fun. Let's try that. I have some on my desktop. Let's just bring something in real fun. You know, that's kind of cool. And then we actually have to bring it in on this one as well, because we're animating from that start screen to here. And we could give it a name, but let's then wire this up. Okay, this is Auto-animate. Cool. Let's take a look at what this looks like. Boom, whoa, and then they can start listening. You can put your player controls in there, but you can really take this in a wild direction. I can't wait to see what everyone does. Have fun with this. Just go in any kind of wild ways. Maybe it's specific to a genre of music that you like, and you can really embody what that genre of music really feels like. But I'm running out of time, so I'll show you how you can share and export this design and give it to the Behance world and the Discord world so that we can get feedback. So up at the top right, the share icon, share for reviews. That's the one you're going to want to look for. And then if you create a link here, boom, I'll do it. And copy it to your clipboard, boom, copy link, boom. Discord, I showed you this earlier. You can paste it right in here and share it with everyone. And the idea here is that we're gonna get feedback for everyone so that they are actually helping each other become a better designer, because it's that feedback that will actually help, that feedback, that constructive critique that will help people become better designers. So share back into here. And then once you get some feedback, we can hop back into Behance, right? Remember Behance? Fun platform. You'll find that a lot of jobs are actually hiring through Behance. People will look through your Behance to see like what your work is like. Oh, Mudru is asking, add a progress bar or progress indicating dots. That is a great point. Actually, one of our future challenges will be entirely about showing status and progress to users. But absolutely go for it. Add it to this design if you'd like, because yeah. And I didn't, in my design, I didn't actually get to adding like the skip steps, but you can add that as well. Take it in whatever direction you'd want. Like, what if you were designing a radio app? What would you want in the app, and what would you want it to feel like? And how can it animate? How can you use auto-animate in fun new ways? Look at all these challenges that were submitted from the previous 2 challenges. Oh my gosh. This is just, look, someone you can embed a prototype into Behance. Someone did it here. So that link, you can also generate an embed code. Look for it in that share tab. And oh my gosh. So one of our first challenges was to like make a car navigation. Look at that. Pretty slick. And of course we can give feedback. Who is this? This is Jithan. Great work. People are building up their portfolios. And so when you are uploading to Behance, you can make a gorgeous, you can craft that story that you want to tell for all the people that are looking at your Behance project. You can make a really long artboard in XD and just kind of paste your designs in. And what's important here is that you can add a cover image and you give it a name. So you'll say like radio app. This one that I have here is just an example from a previous design I made. You'll do crop and continue. And then, okay, here's the important bit. You can add tools used, you can add creative fields, you can add like UX design in here as well. But the key thing here is in discoverability. When you're uploading to Behance, in your settings here, make sure you add keywords. Who knows the magic keyword? Who knows the magic keyword? It's XD daily challenge. Boom. And then if you add that keyword, we'll see it on our Behance results. XD daily challenge. And then look, always sort by new, right? So we can do most recent. There we go. And these are the most recent posts that have that tag. Tim, thank you for posting that tag. It's in the Behance chat right there over to the side. Definitely include that. It's been great. So post on Discord, post on Behance. I'm running out of time here, but I will for sure hop back into Discord and start leaving comments on your design, helping you hopefully refine your animation skills, refine your writing so that you can bring people and onboard them, make them feel welcome into this radio listening app experience that you are going to be the owner of, and you can add it to your portfolio. With that, I'm signing off, and I will see you back tomorrow with another challenge, last one for this week, and then we'll start back again Monday. So have fun designing, and I'll see you soon at the same time tomorrow. Bye-bye.